think that as a medical student, our curriculum is pretty good about including education about abortion, but it's always a very big picture concept, kind of nebulous, and so I thought it was really important to see all the different details fleshed out. It was my first time seeing an actual abortion procedure done, so that was incredibly important to me.
So you're going to feel me touch you here, and then a cold speculum, a lot of pressure.
All of a sudden, it was people behind abortion and not just this huge concept idea. It's people and their emotions and their thoughts, and I thought that was incredibly important to see and hear.
You're doing so great.
I think women come in feeling like that if they're grieving or they're sad, that means that they're doing something wrong. We talk about that a lot. I tell them, look, just because you're sad about something doesn't mean it's the wrong thing to do.
They talk about the risks of being an abortion provider. They talk about the rewards and being able to see all of that and see, how is that going to shape the kind of practice that I pursue as a physician, and what does that mean for me personally, and what does that mean for the patients that I serve. Having providers speak about abortion in very frank and honest and open terms is refreshing, and it's actually a little bit surprising because I think that even as medical students, the tendency is to tiptoe around certain things, and I think that this really gives medical students permission to talk frankly about abortion, to not be afraid.
As much as abortion is a procedure that should be considered normal and is safe and shouldn't be stigmatized, it is a procedure that occurs when something undesired has happened and then you're trying to reconcile it. It's not like getting plastic surgery, this is an unwanted event that you're dealing with.
And I think that honest and frankness that even if this is something that you are really passionate about and believe in, that we're still human and there is emotion behind it, and that people have different reactions at different times.
What did you think of the 15-week procedure when you saw it?
It was, at the time I was supporting the procedure, and we were using ultrasound to assist, so I think it was a little bit more eye-opening for me at the time. I did feel some sadness for sure.
Yeah.
And to experience that for the first time was an interesting growth moment, I think, for me.
It's the reality of it, and that was very honest and very open, which again isn't something that we always get to see, which was really important.
The film did a wonderful job of portraying kind of the spectrum of participation. So you can, be all the way at the top actually performing the procedures, or you could be a person who works in the clinic, or you could be someone who is a feminist.
I was really struck by the intersectional nature. This is something that we talk about a lot in the classrooms, how oppressions are overlapping.
Well, the beauty of the reproductive justice framework is that it ends the isolation of abortion from other social justice issues. It allows us to have the conversation about abortion at the same time we're talking about white supremacy or economic injustice or welfare rights.
There's huge value in audiences sitting down and watching that film and kind of picking out hey, I can be a part of this movement in this way, or I can inspire people to take action, whether it's in a really big way or in a really small way, to know that impact is still the same.